The J. Roos theory is back at you. I'm thinking we're getting closer to the day of reckoning. Boxing, that is. I want to talk about what Joseph Parker has to do to beat Deontay Wilder. I don't know who's the favorite going into this, but I'm thinking it's Wilder, even though he hasn't fought in 2 years approximately. I think Joseph Parker has to do what I say any heavyweight has to do against Deontay Wilder, and that's to get close. Only way I would say not get close to Wilder is perhaps if you have longer arms, and even then I might still say get close because you don't want to be at the end of that right hand. I don't understand any fighter that fights Deontay Wilder on the outside. I just don't get that logic. All you have to do is pull up his highlight reel and you see that he knocks people out with the overhand right. And his jab is looking pretty fast in camp. But I always say Deontay Wilder seems to throw a different jab in training camp than he throws in the actual fights. He kind of flicks it sideways like that in the actual fight. And then in training camp, he throws it correctly. Throwing it the way he throws in the fight can hyperextend his elbow. And I see it looks like he tore his bicep at one point. I don't know from what kind of wild punch, but you know Wilder, just pull him up. He's throwing a lot of wild punches. But anyway, Joseph Parker has to get close to Deontay Wilder from the time the first bell sounds. And if he doesn't know how to get close, he's going to have to double and triple up his jab to get close. Then once he's in close, he has to stay in close and work those combos like he normally does. Now, before the Dillian White fight, I would have said Joseph Parker's chin was top grade. But Dillian White knocked him down as he said he was going to do. And we saw what Joe Joyce did to him. So I would say now his chin is probably at a B minus or a C plus, when before I would have said it was an A. And maybe even an A plus. But that's what he has to do. He has to get close to Deontay Wilder and throw combinations, not to the point where he drains himself. You know, he might have to take a round off somewhere in the fight if he thinks it's going to go, long. If he thinks it's going to get to the late rounds, then he's going to have to pace himself. But throw 3 shots. A lot of heavyweights don't throw combos. That's one of the reasons Andy Ruiz had success with Anthony Joshua in the first fight, is he threw combos. Once you throw 1-2, the fighter doesn't know anything you throw past a 1-2. A heavyweight's going to be like, okay, now, they almost panic, like, where's the next punch coming from? So work the combos, staying close. I'm sure Andy Lee's telling him what I'm saying. If not, not saying I know more than Andy Lee, but I'm just saying, you see staying on the outside doesn't go people's way very often, except maybe Tyson Fury. And I think he had the reach over Deontay. I don't believe Joseph Parker has the reach over Deontay. But even if he does, he's going to, like I said, he has to stay close. And we'll see how the ring rust, if any, has affected Deontay Wilder. We don't know if these 2 years off has affected him physically and mentally. We don't know if the beatings from Tyson Fury has affected him physically and mentally. One thing that Deontay seems to have a habit of, and this is kind of outside the ring, that I just don't like, is he talks about fighters when they're not there and shows them respect when they're in the same room. He had nothing but good things to say at the Day of Reckoning press conference about Joseph Parker. Now he's talking about Joseph Parker ran from him and like he's going to pay him back for that. I guess he's trying to hype himself up, but I'm just like, why didn't you say that at the press conference? That would help to sell tickets, not that they need that. But just speak your mind when the man's in the room, If you're going to be respectful all the time. But what's up with the giggles and handshakes, and then when they're in the same room? I mean, what's up with the giggles and handshakes when they're in the same room with you, and then when they're not, you sit there and badmouth them? I'm not feeling that at all. At all. But anyway, on topic, I think Joseph Parker, I'm repeating it, and I'm repeating it. If he wins this fight, it'll be because he's up close and he's throwing combos. If he can take Deontay into the later rounds, it might be his fight, but, Deontay can end it at any point. And, yeah, I still think Deontay Wilder is going to win the fight. I'm just saying what Joseph Parker has to do. And what Deontay Wilder can do to counter that is push Joseph Parker back, even though Joseph Parker will be the heavier guy. I can almost guarantee it. Deontay Wilder has to use his strength because he's very strong, even if he comes in around 210 or 212. Deontay Wilder is very strong. Look at his shoulders and his back. If he needs to push Joseph Parker out and jab him, push him back, jab him, and try to land that right, even a sneaky uppercut. He has a pretty good uppercut, that's underrated. So I would use that uppercut if I was Wilder to try to counter the inside fighting. Anyways, this is J. Roos Theory, LSR Forever. Make sure to like and all that stuff below. I appreciate you watching. And looking forward to this fight, man. It's about what? We're about 2 weeks away. 2 weeks. Anyway, like I said, LSR Forever. Thanks for watching. And be fearless. Yay. Oh, shout out to Viking Samurai.